God, it's glorious. Okay, cool. So I should come back through on YouTube. There we go, I'm back. Right, get that window open. We're going to get hot. So coming into child's pose. So you can have your knees wide in your child's pose or bring them together. You choose what feels best for you. And let's just come down to check-in. Maybe have a little wriggle back and forward just to ease into those hips. Maybe giving the head a little rock side to side. And then come into stillness in your child's pose. So before we look to bring any control, any outward focus, just spending these few moments checking in, preparing yourself. See how your body's feeling. Checking in what's going on emotionally. Ask yourself why you choose this class. What is it about the power yoga class that appeals to you? What is it that you need from a power yoga class? And what is it that you want to get from this particular class? Set your intention. And so now coming into your breath. We're going to use Ujjayi today, inhaling through the nostrils, powerfully exhaling also through the nostrils, a slight constriction at the back of the throat. The exhale is audible. Inhale can be audible too, going for a more powerful exhalation, a louder exhalation. The sound and sensation of the breath helping keep you centered, grounded. Gives the mind a job rather than starting to interfere with your practice with some of those negative thoughts, limiting beliefs coming through. Just come back into your Ujjayi breath at any point when you feel overwhelmed. So important that we do this grounding at the beginning of the practice, to know where you're starting from and to be able to bring yourself back to this place after checking in here. How can we expect our bodies to go to work if we're already arriving frazzled, overwhelmed? So take 5 more breaths here as you prepare. And as you inhale, lift yourself up onto all fours, bringing the knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. We're going to warm up those wrists. So just start rocking back and forward, or forward and back as I'm demonstrating here. Forward and back. 3 more times like this. Grip on with those fingertips which are spread, middle finger pointing forward, pressing through the circumference of your palms, so through the back of the knuckles and through the heel of the palm. From here, come back up, turn the fingers to face the sides of your mat, and then we're going to go side to side. Again, gripping on with the fingertips, the circumference of the palms. 2 more times either way. Synchronizing your movements with the breath. Then we're going to turn the fingers to face your knees, and we're going to go forward and back. Be careful when you go back. Inhaling as you come forward, exhaling, go back, pressing through the fingertips, through the whole circumference of the palms. Grip on with those fingertips like little suckers. And then from here, turn the hands so the fingers are facing each other, and we're going to go side to side. Just getting those wrists warmed up. Okay, so from here, make fists and come onto your knuckles. And we're going to rock forward and back. Forward and back. Really pressing the backs of the fingers into the ground. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. And then sit back on your heels, and we're going to open up the fingers, make a fist, open up, make a fist, open up really wide, make a fist, and go faster for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, faster, 5, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, and give the hands a bit of a shake. Okay, that'll do. Just working a bit on your grip there. All right, coming back to all fours. We're going to tuck the toes and lift the knees. We're about 2 inches off the floor. So remember, fingertips pressing into the ground, fingers spread. Turn your biceps to face forward. And then from here, we're going to lift your right leg behind you at hip height. And as you exhale, bring the knee to the chest. Bring the forehead towards your knee. Watch that left knee doesn't lift. 4, 3. Keep breathing. Watch that left knee doesn't lift. And 1. Step the foot back. Well done. From here, take your left leg back. Watch that right knee doesn't lift. Press the chest away from the floor. And as you exhale, bring the knee to the chest, the forehead to the knee, tuck the chin in. Watch that right knee's not lifted. Strong. 2, 1. Push back, downward facing dog, 3-leg downward facing dog. Ease out for a moment. And come back down, all fours, knees lifted. We're going to lift that right leg. We're doing the same again. So left knee, watch it doesn't lift up too much. Exhale, bring the right knee to the chest. Push the knee up, bring the forehead to the knee. Hold in here for 5. Well done. Knees a bit higher, guys. That's it, forehead to knee. 1, push back, 3-leg downward facing dog. Well done. Welcome to class. Okay, from here, we've got to do that left side. So coming back, all fours, knees lifted. Left leg goes out, hip height. Well done. Watch that right knee doesn't lift. Left knee comes into chest, forehead to knee. And here we go. Well done. Watch that right knee. Left knee a bit higher. Forehead to knee. Push. 3, 2, 2.5. Push back, 3-leg downward facing dog. Sorry guys, I'm a sadist. Okay, from here, come down onto your knees, sit back on the heels with the toes tucked, interlace your fingers behind you, and this should feel nice. Rotate the head round, and the other way. Really push through those hands. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Okay, pushing back, downward facing dog. Let's have 5 breaths, just easing out in your downward facing dog. So just see how you feel. Bend one knee, twist the hip the other way around. Maybe bend the elbows and straighten up. Pushing back. Just do what feels right for you. Head hanging nice and loose here so the neck is relaxed. Well done. And then for your next 5 breaths, coming into a more static facing, downward facing dog. Still, fingertips spread, gripping on with fingertips, pressing through the circumference of the palms. Biceps facing forward, lifting chest, lift ribs, navel, legs strong, reaching through the heels. Well done. One more. Okay, from here, lift your right leg. 3-leg downward facing dog. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're coming into plank, keeping that right leg lifted at hip height. Well done. From here, on your exhale, I want you to lower down chaturanga with that right leg lifted. You can bring your left knee down to help you, and then inhale, push back up into your one-legged plank, lowering down, one-legged chaturanga. Modify with the knee down if you wish. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, go down. 2 more. Inhale, up. Watch that belly doesn't drop. Well done. Go back up. Come down. Swap the legs. And we do 5 on the other side. I know you hate me, I'm sorry. Use that back leg to help you. If you need to bring right knee down, do so. Then push back up. Lift the navel. Lift the ribs. Well done. 2 more. One more. Push back. 3-leg downward facing dog on the left side. And bring your left leg down. Easing out there. Well done. Okay, so we're going to make that a little bit more fun. Right leg lifts. Lower down, one-legged plank. Exhale, lower down, one-legged chaturanga. You can drop the left knee if you wish. Inhale here, exhale, right knee, right elbow. Go back, swap the legs, left leg lifts. Inhale, exhale, left knee, left elbow. Step back, push back, 3-leg downward facing dog, left leg lifts. Keep breathing, keep smiling. Inhale here. And as you exhale, one-legged plank. Bring your left knee to the opposite elbow. Well done. Push back, lower down, chaturanga. Left knee, same elbow, push back. Swap the legs. Right leg out to the side. Right leg lifted. Right leg, right elbow. From here, push back up. Plank. Inhale, right leg over to left elbow. Inhale, push back. Exhale, 3-leg downward facing dog. Bring the right foot down, bend the knees, sit back, child's pose. Maybe turn the palms to face up.
and come down. 5 breaths here. Okay, so just a flavour of what we're doing today there. Just getting the upper body warmed up. Starting to become familiar with how your body's going to feel. Which muscles we're going to need. 2 more breaths. Okay, so let's push back, downward facing dog. Okay, so last bit of upper body warm up here. Inhale, roll to plank. Exhale, come down. From here, push back up. And we're going to rock over onto the left side, coming into side plank, left side. Inhale here. Exhale, come back, lift your right leg, lower down. Inhale, push back up, both feet down, side plank, right side. Inhale here. Exhale, come back into your high plank, left leg lifts. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come up, left foot down, left side plank. Exhale, come back into centre, lower down with the right leg lifted. Inhale, come up, right foot down, right side plank. One more both sides, coming in, high plank, left leg lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push back up, left foot down, left side plank. Just one more on the other side. High plank, right leg lifts. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push back up. Right foot down. Right side plank. Inhale here. Coming into your high plank. Push back, downward facing dog. And we're going to look to the top of the mat. Walk or step. Lengthen forward. Exhale as you fold. Take hold of the forearms or the elbows. Let the head hang here. Keep the knees bent as much as you need. We're going to have 5 breaths. As you reach those arms to the floor, feel that nice stretch through the armpits, through the sides of the body. Let the head hang loose. And for the last 3 breaths, maybe playing with straightening up the backs of those, straightening up the legs. Just exploring the back of the legs and how tight they are today. Well done. Oh, I'm knackered. Bring your feet together and we're going to inhale as you come into chair pose. Start working with the legs a bit more now. So in your chair pose for 5 breaths. Make sure you can see your big toes. Tuck your tailbone. Lift the navel and the ribs in. Reaching through the sides of the body as you let the shoulder blades continue to drop down the back. 2 more breaths. Well done. Exhale in as you fold. We're going to lift the heels and we're going to slowly come down to seated. Slowly, take 3 breaths. Try if you can not to fall down, more coming down with control. Come onto your lower back and sacrum, coming into Ardha Navasana. Well done. So from here, we're in a low boat pose. Slightly different because we've got the lower back pressed into the ground. Pull the ribs and the navel down. Point those toes. Well done. Press the heels together. Okay, now bring your arms into cactus. This is cactus. Keep pressing low back into the ground. Well done. Bring your left heel to the floor and press your left heel into the floor. Well done. 2 more. Lift, swap, right heel into the ground. Well done. Try and lift the chest. Bring both feet together, and from here, have a moment. Give the head a little rock side to side. Ooh. We're going to keep the energy going. Let's rock back, and we're going to come onto the feet as you lift up, and then come into a nice long standing back bend. Well done. From here, exhaling as you fold, feet at hip width apart. Lengthen forward, stepping back into your high plank. And we're going to lower all the way to chaturanga. Bring the knees down, bring the pelvis down. And here I'd like you to take your hands wide, so just a little wider than your mat. Turn the heels out, so pressing the little toes into the ground. Tuck the tailbone. And from here, we're going to straighten up those arms as you lift. As you exhale, bend the elbows, squeeze shoulder blades together, coming down. Well done. Inhale, lift. So try if you can to very lightly press through the hands and instead use the back muscles to lift you up. So squeezing hamstrings, glutes, and bring the chest off the floor using your back muscles, building strength in the back of the body. Well done. One more time. Nice. You can bring your forehead or chin to the ground. Interlace your fingers behind you. If that's not possible, then just reach through the arms. From here, we're then going to bring the big toes together, heels out. Inhale as you reach through the heart and through the feet. Exhale, use the back muscles to lift up. So when I say the back muscles, I mean the back body muscles. We're using hamstrings and glutes to lift away from the floor. We're using the back to lift your chest away from the floor. Keep the head relaxed, neck relaxed even. 2 more. Keep pushing belly down. And come down, cross the arms in front and have a little rest here. Those back bends should feel quite nice after everything that we've been doing. Okay, let's get back into that different kind of challenge. Tuck the toes, hands underneath the shoulders, body strong, lift up and hold your chaturanga for 5, 4, watch the belly doesn't drop, tuck the tailbone, nice, 2, 1, pushing back, plank, downward facing dog. Well done. Whoo! And from here, look to the space between your hands. Walk, step, or try your first float to the top of the mat. Lengthen forward. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, rise up, coming into that nice standing back bend, nice and long. And exhale as you fold. Inhale, lengthen forward, stepping back into high plank. Inhale in high plank. Exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. You choose how to get there. Remember, we're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together on your back bend. Watch the lower back. Going back, downward facing dog. Well done. Inhale, lift your right leg. We're going to ease out for a moment in half pigeon on the right side. So cross your right shin in front of you. Right foot behind the left hand. Check that the hips are nice and square. You might want to block here under that right hip so the hips are square, and then fold yourself down. Let's have 5 breaths here. So just stretching that right outer hip there. 3 more breaths here. Well done, guys. Notice if it makes any difference pressing through that front shin or maybe through the top of that back foot. Lifting the spine out of the pelvis, and as you sink into the hips, exhale. Well done. 1 more breath. from here. Remove your block, and then we're going to bring, what we're going to do. We're going to swing back into three-leg downward facing dog, then bring the right knee into the chest, lift, 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 bring your right foot down just shy of your right hand, bring the left foot to about the centre of your mat, and then from here we're in pyramid, bringing the hands on the hips if you need to, so hands on the floor if you can manage, hands on the hips if the hands don't reach the floor. Hips are square, shoot that right hip back. We're here on an inhale and we're here on an exhale. So you can lift the back heel if you need to. Inhale into your pyramid, exhale into your lunge. 3 more. Inhale here, exhale here. 2 more. Going back into your pyramid, and then we're going to swing that right leg behind. Okay, so we're going to do our first floating chaturanga. From here, what we're going to do is try and keep both legs straight, and we're going to hop up, bringing the hips over the shoulders. So, a slight bend in order to get the kick. Inhale, squeeze your right leg, and then lift. Have a go. 5 times. Just getting the float first of all. And then land with that left foot down, back in your 3-leg downward dog. Nice. Okay, so in order to get the floating chaturanga, we do the same thing, and then we bring a slight bend into the elbows and we land in chaturanga. Let me show you. Coming through into upward facing dog. Let's have a go. So, left foot down, right leg lift. Slight bend into your left knee. Press into the hands. And as you exhale, come up, slightly bend the elbows, and then come down into your chaturanga before your cobra. Well done. We're going to do loads of these, so don't worry. Go back, downward facing dog. Well done. This time, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee into chest, come forward. Left foot comes down. Bring your right foot in, and then we're going to straighten up into pyramid with the back foot lifted. Hands on the floor, back heel lifted, sorry. And as you exhale, coming into your lunge. Hands on the hips if you need. Straighten up left leg. Exhale, come down into your lunge. Inhale, pyramid. Exhale, lunge. Well done. Use this time to settle down before we look to bring a bit more challenge. Working on introducing that floating chaturanga. Okay, from here in your pyramid, we're going to press into the hands, kicking your left leg up behind you. So let's do 5 more of the hops, just to get used to bringing those shoulders over, hips over the shoulders. Bend your right knee, press through the hands. The legs are straight if you can. Well done. Nice, Em. Amazing. Yes. 1 more. Then take a little rest in your downward facing dog. Amazing job, guys. The only way we're going to get these floats is to do loads of them. Okay? We start to lose the fear the more we do stuff. And believe me, I am fearful of this stuff. So just to remind you, when you're up, a slight bend in the elbows, and then you land super soft into your chaturanga. So try to keep those legs light as you come down. Let's give it a go. And come through into your cobra. Well done. Exhaling, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to bend the knees. and we're going to try and have both those legs behind as we try floating to the top of the mat. So both legs are going straight behind you. And we come in. See if you can give it a go. It's really hard to get the legs straight, but we'll get there in time. Lengthen forward, exhaling as you fold. Press through the heels, let's rise up. A nice long standing back bend. Ah, so nice. Maybe move the chest side to side, just easing out there. Well done. Coming back into centre, and we're going to exhale as you fold. Lengthen forward, and let's just step straight back into downward facing dog. From here, bend the knees, and we'll try a jump to seated. And then, I'm sorry, but we're coming back into your Ardha Navasana. Slightly different variation here. We're going to rock onto your right hip. Come back into centre. We're going to rock onto the left hip. Come back to centre. We're doing this another 2 times, both sides. You can take cactus arms here if you really want to challenge yourself. Right, centre, left, and centre. We're going to rock back, and we're going to come up into our standing back bend. Exhaling as you fold. Well done. Inhale, lengthen forward. And from here, stepping your left foot back. Drop down onto the left knee. Bring your left hand onto the ground and twist round to face your right knee. Bringing your left heel to the bum. Seeing here if you can revolve that right side of the chest round, taking hold of lower back, and if you very naturally find that foot behind you, then grab hold of it, kick the foot into the hand to revolve around, sinking the hips down. Well done. Two more breaths. From here, bring yourself into your half split. So we're going to come onto that left knee and straighten up your right leg as you fold down. Right toes pointing up towards the ceiling or your face. Shoot that right hip back. Lift the ribs forward of the pelvis. Exhale as you fold. Really deep into the back of that right leg. Well done. Two more breaths. From here we come forward, and then we're going to kick your right leg behind, bend the left knee, and let's try that floating chaturanga. So kick up, both legs straight, a slight bend as you come down into chaturanga, and then into your back bend, maybe upward facing by now. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Well done. We'll all wait and join in downward facing dog. Nice. We're going to bend the knees and walk, step or float both legs up to the top of the mat. Try and have the legs straight. Lengthen forward, well done. Exhaling as you fold. Inhale, let's rise up. Nice long standing back bend. Enjoy. And as you exhale, let's fold. Well done. Inhale, lengthen forward. Stepping your right foot back. Coming down into that low lunge and then making it a twist by turning to face your left knee. Oh, that feels nice. You can bring your left hand onto lower back. Bend the right knee, bringing the heel to the bum. And then take hold of that foot if that is naturally available to you. So we're not going to force it. You can still work those hamstrings and enjoy the twist even without taking hold of the foot. Try a different hold of the foot. So if you've got the inside, try and take the outside. Notice how that goes a bit deeper into your shoulder. Still sinking hips towards that left heel. Nice. And then from here, we're going to bring that right foot down, tuck the back toes, and we're going to sit back into your Ardha Hanumanasana. So left hip shoots back, ribs forward, and we fold. Scooping the belly up. Well done. Point those left toes to your face. From here, walking forward, and we're going to tuck the back toes as we kick left leg high. Okay, so I want you, when you do your floating chaturanga here, to squeeze that right hip in as you lift up into your standing, into your handstand split. So, bend the right knee, left leg strong. We're going to lift up, squeeze, go back down. Lift up, squeeze, go back down. Lift up, squeeze, go back down. Well done. On your next one, slight bend in the elbows and go back to chaturanga. Landing softly. Yes. Upward facing. And downward facing dog. Beautiful, guys. Bend the knees, sit back, child's pose. Well done. Have a little rock and roll in your child's pose. And take a moment just to check in. Feel that blood pumping through your veins. Feel the muscles. You are alive. We're facing fears here. We're getting the body to do things that maybe it's not used to doing. Change is hard work. That's why it's so rewarding. We can do hard things. And yoga is an amazing way of doing those hard things, because we look to keep our attention on the breath, to keep ourselves steady and calm, paying attention to alignment, protecting those vulnerable parts of the body. What an amazing practice to help you with the rest of your life. Doing hard things while staying calm, paying attention to your vulnerabilities, and never giving up. Okay, coming back into downward facing dog. So we're going to try both legs. Bend the knees, kick up straight legs, and come forward. Did you get a little float? Woo! Lengthen forward. And as you exhale, we're going to fold. Inhale, rise up into your standing back bend. Enjoy. And exhale in as you fold. Well done. Inhale, lengthen forward. Maybe you want to try a jump back. Lifting those heels. Lift. And doing a jump back into your chaturanga. Trying to land softly. Well done. Inhale, come through. Cobra or upward facing. Exhaling. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, knee comes to chest. Right foot to the top of the mat. We're going to open out warrior 2 on the right side. Well done. Inhale, bring the hands into prayer position. Lift the spine. And as you exhale, take the arms out, sink down. Maybe sliding that back foot away a little more. Inhale, hands to heart as you lift the spine. Exhale, sit down a bit deeper, arms out, well done. Inhale, as you bring the hands into center, lift your spine. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, lift the spine, press the hands together. Exhale, arms out. One more of these. Inhale. Exhale, well done. Straightening up your front leg. And then we're going to reach into your Trikonasana. Well done. 5 breaths here in your Trikonasana. So let's not forget about the back leg. Revolving the left side of the chest round. Revolving the top hip round. Trying to scoop this bottom hip through. almost like a twist. Well done. Okay, so from here, we're going to bend that front knee, bring the hands into prayer and step your back foot in slightly. And then from here, pressing the hands together, we're going to try and float that back leg as we come into your half moon, floating. Well done. One more breath. We're going to turn to face the floor and we're going to bring that left leg in, bringing the left knee up to the chest. Bring the arms out in front, wrap the shoulder blades. Kick your left leg out in front. Point the left toes. Maybe you can bend your right knee. I'm awful with a pistol squat. Go down as far as you can. Squeeze that left leg. Come up. Well done. And then from here, we're going to take that left leg back as you come into warrior 3. Well done. Squeeze everything into the center line. Nice. Bring the hands down. From here, left foot down. Right leg kicks behind. We're going to bend that left knee and we're going to do our floating chaturanga. Coming through into your cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Well done. Woo! We're going to bend the knees, inhale. Both legs straight behind as you float to the top of the mat. Well done. Step forward if you need to. Lengthen forward. Exhale, folding in. Who's sweating? Oh man. Inhale, come up. A nice long standing back bend. Exhaling as we fold. Let's keep it going. Well done. You choose how to get back to downward facing dog. You can go directly, you can step back and lower, or you can bring those hands onto the mat, lift the heels and try a jump back, softly landing into chaturanga, coming through into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Well done. Lift your left leg. Exhale, knee to chest, coming forward, and we're going to lift up into warrior 2 on the other side. So left leg forward in your warrior 2. Well done. Front knee over the ankle, pushing through the outer edge of your back foot. Hands together in prayer. Use the pressing of the hands to help you lift that spine out the pelvis, and then as you exhale, arms go out and you sit down a bit deeper. Keep the hips stable. Inhale, lift. Hands in prayer. Well done. Exhale, go down. You start to feel this more through that right hip. Inhale, press the hands together, lift the spine. Exhale, sit down. 2 more. Feel grounded, centered, strong. Use that Ujjayi breath. 1 more. Straighten up your front leg. And we're going to reach forward. Inhale and rotate round into your Trikonasana. Well done. I'm going to show you this way on this time. So thinking almost like twisting yourself around to face the ceiling. Nice. Two more breaths here. Use this time to ground, to center. Connect to that breath. You're going to need it in the challenge of your floating half moon. Okay, bend the front knee. Bring the hands in prayer. And we're going to start to float that left leg behind you. Keep facing the side of the room. Well done. Whoops. One more breath. Turn to face the ground, and we're going to bring that left leg around. Left knee comes high, arms out in front, wrap shoulder blades. Left leg, left goes out. Squeeze. Well done. Lower down if you can. I'm sorry if I've got your legs mixed up. minute, you should be on the left leg. Sorry, it's my fault. And then from here, balancing on your left leg, we're going into warrior 3, coming into this T shape of your warrior 3. Well done. One more breath here. Bring the hands down, step right foot back and kick left leg behind. 3 leg downward facing dog. Bend your right knee and we're going to kick and then lower to chaturanga. Soft landing before coming through into your upward facing or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Well done. Let's do that again. So right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to chest, come forward. Come into your warrior 2. Inhale, hands in prayer, lift. Exhale, sit down a bit deeper, arms go out. Inhale, hands together, lift. Exhale, arms go out, sit down deeper. Well done. 3 more. Inhale. I'm just going to stay teaching on the side that you're on rather than confuse myself and then you. 2 more. 1 more. Straighten up the front leg. Inhale, reach. Exhale, Trikonasana. If you want a little more, you can come into Dvihasta. So bringing those arms overhead, reaching them, but revolving that left side of the chest round. Well done. Don't forget about your back leg. Nicely grounded. Wonderful. Woohoo! Okay, from here, we're going to bend the front knee, bring the hands into prayer, and we're going to try and lift up into your floating half moon. Take your time, don't worry if you're wobbling around like me. So we've got the body in that T shape, but this time facing the side of the room. Well done. Squeeze that right hip. And then we're going to come round into standing with that left knee bent, left leg out to the side. You can sit down a bit if you wish. Coming back up. And then we go back into warrior 3. So this is a transition. Just 1 breath in your warrior 3. Controlled. Hands down. Left leg down. Right leg kicks behind. Bend the left knee. And we're going to do your floating chaturanga. Well done. Inhaling, come through. Exhaling, downward facing dog. We're going to do it again. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, we're coming through into warrior 2 on the left side. Well done. Hands in prayer. Lift. Exhale, arms out, sit down. Inhale, keep the hips stable. Lift the spine, press the hands together. Exhale, arms out, sit down. Inhale, we're going to do 3 more. Straighten up your front leg with the arms out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, Trikonasana. You've got this now. Coming into Dvihasta, arms reaching overhead if you wish. How's that for the core? Yes. Well done. Amazing job, guys. Revolving around. Bottom hip tucks under. Top hip comes round and back. Okay, from here, we're going to bring the hands into prayer. Bend your left knee. Use all of that power to float into your half moon. Well done. Revolve the right side of the chest round. Squeezing the butt cheeks like crazy. Lift that right side of the chest around. Well done. Well done. It's so hard, I know. And then we're going to bring that right leg through and up as you come to standing. Right leg kicks out. Shoulders wrap. Arms in front. Sitting down a little bit if you wish. Can you go deeper? Right leg working like a bitch. Bend the knee and kick back. Warrior 3, well done. Hands down, right foot down, left leg kicks behind. Bend the right knee, float in chaturanga, lift both legs straight, soften into your chaturanga, lift into your back bend, exhaling, downward facing dog, bend the knees, sit back, child's pose. Oh baby, well done. Well done, guys. We're going to have 10 breaths here. Allow yourself to settle back down. That's it. Nice and safe here. Well done. Well done. Just another 3 breaths. Let's sit up, knees wide or knees together, interlacing the fingers behind, just like we did at the beginning. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Rotate the head. And come back. Okay. So from here we're going to come into camel. So lifting up on the knees, tuck the toes, bring the hands behind the back. So nothing too intense here. This is more just to ease out. So you can stay here, keeping those hips over the knees. If you know you've already got enough flex to be able to take hold of the heels, you can do. Draw the tailbone down, squeeze glutes, squeeze hamstrings, lift ribs away from pelvis, and tip the head back. Well done. And you can come onto the tops of the feet as well if you need to. Take whichever variation works for you. One more breath. From here, coming up, take a moment once you're upright, and then we're going to sit back and just have a moment back on those heels. Okay, so we're going to have one more go. Maybe trying to get a hold in your handstand if you can. Let's see if it's possible. Coming into your downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up. Bend your left knee, straighten both legs up, and trying to get that hold. Really go for it. Both legs straight. 2 more goes. And then on your next one, we create the floating chaturanga to transition through to the other side, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to lift the left leg, Let's have a go on the other side. So a bend and then a kick with both legs straight as you get those hips over the shoulders. Really go for it. Squeezing that hip in on that left leg. Well done. Nice, Em. Yes. Well done. Well done. And on your next one, we do the floating chaturanga, lifting up, bend, soften, chaturanga, inhaling, exhaling, bend the knees, and we're going to walk, step or float to seated, come onto your back. Take a moment here in a mini shavasana. Well done. Keep the head a little rock side to side. And then from here, bend the knees. We're going to cross, we're going to take the feet mat width apart. Oh, let me move this. Arms out to the side and then let those knees fall over to the right. So keeping both shoulder blades down, chin in the centre of the chest, arms outstretched. And if you want a little more here, you can bring that right foot on top of the left thigh. We're going to have 10 breaths either side. You've worked incredibly hard today. So we're going to have a bit of a longer cool down. A bit of a longer shavasana than you would normally get in your power yoga. Another 5 breaths. So we have been supercharged yang today. So we need to spend a bit longer rebalancing as we step into that more receptive space. Allowing you to consolidate the benefits of your practice, not only by giving the body a chance to repair, restore, using these twists to contemplate your practice, going back to your original intention. Really paying attention to how it feels, having pushed yourself to your limit. How did you treat yourself? How were you talking to yourself? One more breath here. Both feet on the ground. Bring your knees to centre. Let's hug the knees in towards the chest. Maybe draw a couple of circles one way and then in the other direction. Take the feet wide once again. Butt mat width apart, arms out to the side, and then let those knees fall out to the left side with both shoulder blades still on the ground, arms pressed down. And if you want a little more here, you can bring that left foot on top of your right thigh, right knee. Gently encouraging that right hip a little higher, going a bit deeper into the twist. Keep the lower back protected, stretching your abdomen here as you lift the ribs away from the pelvis. This should feel so nice for you after all that lifting up of the navel, of the ribs, all that wrapping, squeezing. We're now wanting to lengthen and open.
reflect upon how it feels to be still, to be settling down. How does this feel for you after such a challenge? Body starting to cool down. Two more breaths. Bringing both feet onto the ground, so just bringing that left foot off the thigh, bringing the knees back up to centre, and then from here, bringing the knees to the chest, maybe a couple of circling of the knees. Reverse the direction, just massaging out your lower back. Let's take the knees wide. You can stay here, or coming into happy baby, lifting those feet up above the knees. Taking hold around the backs of the knees, around the lower legs, the ankles or the soles of the feet. You choose. Try to keep the sacrum on the ground if you can, not going too deep. Maybe rocking side to side. Going upside down and trusting yourself to throw those hips over the shoulders and be able to be strong enough to catch yourself. We have to adopt a childlike fearlessness. Maybe you've started to engage with your inner child through this practice. That fall down 99 times, get up 100 attitude. We have to endure some pretty tough stuff through our childhood, all that growing, changing, all those influences that we have to make sure that we please and try to make our way through. It's pretty amazing, isn't it, that you get through to adulthood, through all those vulnerable years, and there's a deep inner strength always guiding you. Bring those knees back. Exhale, squeeze as you come all the way up to centre with that nose, and inhale, release into your Shavasana. So take those feet wide as your mat. Let the feet flop out to the side. Give them a little shake just to ease off there. Arms reaching down the body or out to the sides, you choose. Maybe you want to give yourself a little hug there by bringing the hands onto the heart, or one onto the heart, one onto the belly. Giving the head a little rock side to side. Pressing your shoulder blades into the ground. Maybe moving them out to the side a little bit. Let's take 3 deep breaths in through the nose. And let it go through the mouth. 2 more times. Last one. Coming into stillness now. How many times did you work into that handstand today? Well done. But it's now time to let go. Let go of all effort, all striving. Scan your whole body. Checking in for any tension, particularly in your face. Let it go on your exhalation. Let go of any holding on now. Allow all those big muscles to soften, become heavy. the bones also heavy and sinking into the ground. No longer controlling the breath. Just allow the natural breath to flow through. Allow yourself some peace now as you just watch the breath. No more contemplation, no more effort of any kind, just stillness. Come back to your friend, it's always there for you, your breath. Don't be hard on your mind if it wanders off. Just gently encourage it back. Bring it back to your breath. In and out. Softening ever more with every exhalation. No past, no future, just now, this moment, this breath, and then the next. Those who wish to stay here for longer, just drown out the sound of my voice. Stay with yourself until you're ready to come back. And those who are ready to come back, gently coming back into your breath, using a little more control there as you take the breath deeper down into the belly. Feel the belly rise, feel the heart lift. Feel that warmth in your heart now spread through your whole body with that exhalation going down to the fingers and toes. It's time to come back into your amazing body. Let's give the fingers and toes a little wiggle, moving the wrists and the ankles, giving the head a little rock side to side, going into the hips and the shoulders. And then as you inhale, we're going to reach the arms overhead. And let it go there. Hugging the knees towards your chest. And then popping over onto one side. Taking a moment there in fetal position, just to make sure that you're back in the room. You know where you are, how you're doing. We're going to press into your top hand just to keep the neck nicely protected. Coming into seated, bringing the hands together in prayer position in front of the heart. Bowing down to the heart slightly, keeping the back of the neck long. We're going to take a few moments while we practice gratitude, and as you inhale, I want you to bring to mind a challenge that you're experiencing right now, perhaps the one that doesn't feel like it can be resolved, and as you exhale, send gratitude to that challenge. Taking a moment to recognise how you can maybe be a little more compassionate to yourself while experiencing this challenge. How you could pay attention to those vulnerable areas that might be being triggered through this challenge. You already practice yoga, and so you know the power of the breath, using that breath to keep you calm during the challenge. Just like in your practice today. And keep going. I'd like to share with you one of my favourite quotes. It's really simple. Get miserable or get strong. The amount of effort is the same. And I'm sure you know that the latter probably produces far more fulfillment. So let's close the practice, uniting through a final breath together. Inhaling. And as you exhale, looking up, gently blinking the eyes open. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today, guys. You did amazing. It was tough, and you're going to feel it in the next couple of days. Namaste. Okay, well done. Have an amazing day. Lots of love, guys.